What if the most famous unopened tomb on Earth isn't sealed to keep treasure in, but to keep something dangerous out? Beneath a hill in China lies a burial chamber scientists believe is filled with rivers of mercury, deadly traps, and secrets we may not yet be able to survive. This is the tomb of China's first emperor, and it remains unopened for a reason. Let's go straight to the man at the center of it all. In 221 BC, Qin Shi Huang unified China for the first time in history. He ended centuries of war, standardized writing, currency, weights, and laws, and laid the foundations of the Chinese state. He ruled with absolute authority and overwhelming paranoia. Qin Shi Huang feared death more than anything. He sent expeditions searching for immortality. He drank mercury-based elixirs believing they would extend his life, ironically, likely hastening his death. And he ordered the construction of a tomb so vast and complex that it would mirror his empire underground. That tomb lies near modern-day Xi'an. Discovered in 1974, the site stunned the world when farmers uncovered the Terracotta Army. Thousands of life-sized soldiers, each with unique faces, weapons, and ranks. These figures were not decoration. They were meant to protect the emperor in the afterlife. And they were only the outer layer. At the center of the complex lies the emperor's actual burial chamber. It has never been opened. Here's why. Ancient Chinese historian Sima Qian, writing about a century after Qin Shi Huang's death, described the tomb in chilling detail. According to his records, the chamber contains mechanical crossbows designed to fire at intruders. The ceiling is said to be inlaid with pearls representing stars, and beneath the floor, flowing rivers and seas of mercury. For a long time, scholars debated whether this was myth or exaggeration. Then modern science weighed in. Soil tests around the tomb mound show abnormally high mercury levels, far beyond natural background amounts. This strongly supports Sima Qian's account. Mercury is highly toxic. Even brief exposure to its vapors can cause severe neurological damage or death. Opening the tomb without proper containment could be catastrophic, but mercury isn't the only danger. There's also the problem of preservation. When the terracotta warriors were first excavated, archaeologists watched in horror as their bright pigments faded within minutes of exposure to air. Colors that survived more than 2,000 years underground vanished almost instantly. Now, just imagine what could happen inside the main tomb. Organic materials, ancient texts, fabrics, and paints might be perfectly preserved in a sealed, oxygen-free environment. Opening it too soon, without technology capable of stabilizing those conditions, could, destroy irreplaceable historical evidence in just a matter of hours. This has happened before. In ancient Egypt, early tomb excavations often caused irreversible damage due to poor methods and exposure. In China itself, earlier archaeological sites suffered massive loss before modern conservation techniques existed. No one wants to repeat those mistakes on the most important tomb in Chinese history. There's also a political and cultural dimension. Qin Shi Huang is not just an ancient ruler, he is a foundational figure in Chinese identity. His tomb is considered a national treasure and a national responsibility. Any decision to open it carries enormous cultural weight, and any damage would be, permanent. So instead of rushing in, scientists are waiting. They're developing non-invasive tools like ground-penetrating radar, three-dimensional mapping, remote sensing, and chemical analysis. The goal, really, is to understand the tomb fully before disturbing it at all. This patience frustrates some people, but it reflects a shift in how humanity treats the past. We've learned that discovery without preservation is destruction. So, why does this matter today? Because this tomb sits at the intersection of history, science, and ethics. It forces us to ask whether knowing everything right now is worth the cost of losing it forever. It also shows how advanced ancient engineering truly was. Deadly traps, artificial rivers, sealed environments, designed more than 2 millennia ago. And there's one final irony. Qin Shi Huang wanted immortality. He didn't achieve it in life, but by sealing his tomb so completely that we still cannot open it, he may have achieved a different kind of immortality, one built on mystery. The most powerful emperor of ancient China still controls what we can and cannot know about him. For now, the tomb remains closed, and history waits. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the world's greatest unopened mysteries, like the video, subscribe for more untold history, and watch our next episode on the secrets hidden beneath ancient empires.